Hey everybody, well here we are. It's the week of Christmas. Ryan, Breton and Alan Holt with you here on weather-weenies. Glad to have you along. And Alan, we lost a lot of the snow on Friday, but it looks like we're going to get it back.
It'll be nice and white.
Yeah.
Nice and clean heading into Christmas. It sounds like I'm excited about it. I don't know if people traveling around as excited about this snow as maybe, others.
Yeah, I think for most people, as long as you don't have to go out until like Christmas Eve afternoon or night.
Yeah.
Like this isn't going to be much of a problem with travel. If you haven't finished shopping though.
Okay, yeah. Tuesday's going to be a dud.
Yeah.
In the afternoon for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
You can get out in the morning and have no problems.
Yeah.
And if you're in Eastern Maine, you get like the whole day on Tuesday.
Yeah.
But for some people, it'll be an issue Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night, and Wednesday morning. Want to start with a look at the alerts from the Weather Service. And at some point, either tonight, Monday night, or Tuesday morning, these will change. But what's interesting to me is they still have a winter storm watch from Portland east through the mid-coast and to MDI. And that's, Alan, more representative of some of the uncertainty that we have in the forecast.
Yep. Typically these will turn to warnings a day out, which is about where we're at.
Yeah, more than that even here. Like,
okay.
Usually it's like 36 hours from the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about how the models they're all agreeing that there's going to be a big pop of snow somewhere. It's the placement of that big banding of snow that we're trying to resolve. And there's two camps really, the globals versus the high res. And the globals are saying one thing, the high res have somewhat of a different idea, which I think is why you're seeing a lot, as far south as Cumberland County and as far east as, where was it? Was it Hancock County?
Yes.
That was included in that watch.
Yes,
exactly. That's a big spread.
Southern Hancock County.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be that big of a spread when it's all said and done.
Right.
But I think what we're seeing there is what you talked about, the uncertainty of all of it.
Yeah, so we have a kind of a broad area that comes in Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, and then after midnight, the main area of low pressure is way offshore. There may be kind of a second one that forms in the Gulf of Maine, or really a third, I guess you could say, and then kind of a trough of sorts that swings back behind it and can kind of focus the heavier snow. You can see it both in the wind arrows there and the kind of trough axis. This is called a Norland trough of sorts. I actually know Weir Lundstedt, who is the Lund in Norlund.
So you have the inside information. What's he saying?
He said he actually thinks that it could be more like southwestern Maine than the mid-coast.
Yeah.
But he comes from the era where the models couldn't really resolve this stuff. And he's just kind of like at the point of his career where he's not heavily forecasting day to day.
Yeah.
So I think that the way that we're playing this in that there's going to be a zone of heavier snow, whether it's mid-coast or a bit farther south and west. We're going to just have to see. And that would really impact Tuesday night and Wednesday morning, late Tuesday night.
And what you're talking about, you said that third low that may develop. For me, and this is really my first brush with snow up here, I'm thinking that wherever that does develop, north and west of that coastal low is going to be where we see the highest amount of snowfall and probably the most concentrated.
And that corresponds with the trough axis, though.
Yes, it's right on that axis.
Exactly.
It's just going to be a little spin up, I think, on it, which is, to me, that seems like where if we're going to see something approach 10 inches or more, it's going to be north and west of that low.
Yeah, and that could be mid-coast or it could be like interior Cumberland County, depending on where it sets up. And that's the challenge here.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, it's going to be interesting for sure to see how it all plays out.
If you've got Tuesday morning plans, you're in good shape.
Yep.
So getting out, grocery store, last-minute shopping, you're fine. And frankly, north and east of Augusta, you're fine during all of the daylight hours.
Pretty much. I forget day is real short up here. So, you're good through like 4 at least. Yeah. Out toward, down east. My parents own down east. They're not, Lemoyne. Yeah, they're good all day.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can see this model here plays it out pretty well. That matches up with kind of what we're thinking here. 4 o'clock, it's snowing from Augusta south and west. It could be kind of a wetter snow on parts of the coast. It'd be interesting to see how that plays out. A couple of the models do even bring like a little rain line into the beaches. I don't know. We'll just have to see. It depends on, probably to your point, when the wind backs around to the northwest and the temperatures drop, which this model, I suspect, there you go, starts to show it toward and after midnight.
That's that development of the low. So at this point, I think it's after midnight through about 6, 7 that if we're going to see that heavy banding.
6, 7.
Did I do it again?
You did it. I do it too.
Okay.
That's the first time I've caught it. So there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's for the kids.
Yeah.
But that's when I think
Right.
that if there's going to be that, what we're talking about, these higher amounts, it's going to be the overnight / early morning time frame of Wednesday.
Yeah. And then things will get better on Wednesday as the system pulls away late morning, midday, but probably tough getting around still through 8 or 9
Morning,
I would say.
Yeah. I don't know how many people are working Christmas Eve.
I am, but I'm not till late.
In the morning.
Most people are not in the morning.
Yeah, you'll be.
But I think that some people probably need to go to the grocery store, that type of thing.
Yeah.
You might be able to just delay it, but hopefully it's not too much of a problem.
So we're going to get a white Christmas then, by definition, for
Oh, yeah.
sure. Yeah, we're getting it. 1 inch, 7 a.m. Christmas morning.
There you go.
We're going to be fully verified. That's nice. Yeah.
This is the snow map, and it's kind of morphed somewhat over the last 24 hours. This 5 to 9 inch zone, though, is really dependent on where that banding sets up. If it ends up being farther down here, then the blue zone would shift this way, or there is a case that can be made that it needs to be pulled farther to the east.
That's the high res camp.
Right.
Yeah. And what's interesting is typically, just from a forecasting perspective, is, I tend to lean more so on that higher res guidance.
Yeah.
And so it's a little bit iffy when we see all of it trending east,
Right.
more so, to down east Maine. But I will say that the European, for example, has been just like a nice steady outlook. It's not really wavering a whole lot, and when I see guidance do that, where it's really locked in,
This is the Euro.
I tend to favor it. So if
this is the scary GFS, by the way, which it's got its southwest.
Yeah,
But most other things look something like this, and then this is our graph model, which may have just updated. We will find out.
That's in line with our thinking.
Exactly.
So,
and there could be some spots that get 10 or 11 inches. It's just within that blue banded area.
Yeah.
It's just hard to say.
It's like lake effect.
Blue banded. Excuse me.
We could call, if this ends up being a bust, we'll just call it now the blue bandit.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there will be some higher amounts though within that area. It's tough to say, and people who have been around here are accustomed to the fact that sometimes these things, particularly if it's banding in nature, have a mind of their own.
I don't think we're going to be in a situation though where it is like lake effect, in the sense that in a situation like that, you could have, a foot of snow and then 3 miles away, there's literally nothing.
Right.
I do think everyone gets a general, that 2 to 5 inches.
Right.
The problem is going to be who gets the excessive amount, and that's going to be isolated.
I'll make sure to not reference lake effect again. Teasing you.
Why?
I had mentioned before, in a way, it's kind of like lake effect.
In a way, yeah.
In a way.
But I'm talking more so from
the
an
drastic,
impact.
nothing to a foot.
We're not going to see that.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking more about, the impacts, not the how it's happening.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. It's going to be interesting, and as you said, it locks in a white Christmas. And before we go, I do want to reference Thursday. Let me pull up this really quickly, because we may actually have some snow showers on Christmas Day itself.
Yeah, not to the likes of what we're going to see tomorrow and early Wednesday, but I called it novelty flakes earlier.
Yeah, I was thinking of putting like festive flakes on the 7th day or something.
Yeah.
Only thing that has me concerned is there might be like some accumulation.
An inch,
but still, it is
maybe a little more.
Yeah, it might be like enough to brush. But yeah,
I'm thinking more of like it might be enough to freshen.
Freshen, there you go.
Yeah, the stuff we get tomorrow. Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, there probably are some snow showers on Christmas morning. And then cold comes back in on Friday. Yeah. And at the end of the week, we're going to have to deal with whatever happens this weekend. There's one low on Friday into Saturday that goes by to our south. Mm-hmm. Maybe we're on the edge. And then there's kind of another one that tries to bring in warmer air Sunday into Monday.
Yep. Saturday one does look like it's trending south.
Right.
Yeah. So
I just put a chance for snow in southern Maine on Saturday.
Yeah. Okay,
just in case that were to come back north a little bit.
First things first, Tuesday night, Wednesday.
There you go.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You want to bring us out?
What are we doing? Saying until next time, we'll see you
Pretty
back
much.
here on Weather Weenies. Thanks for watching. Oh, you send the what's the
you
email
don't
address?
have to say it. There you go.
There it is. Weather Weenies at News. I mean, I'm getting emails,
you.
so keep them coming. Thank you.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.